Okay, last week I did a fully detailed breakdown of exactly how it is that the YouTube algorithm is doing a lot to hurt the David Pakman show. And last week I focused mostly on the ways in which our traffic from YouTube's suggested video feed has fallen off of a cliff. And that story resonated with people hugely. The YouTube clip that we did where I just explained, here is how the YouTube algorithm is crushing us when it comes to suggesting our content, has surpassed 200,000 views in just a few days. And as a reminder, in case you didn't see that or you forgot about it, we used to regularly get about 3.5 million views per month from YouTube. Including our content in the suggested videos. So this means that you're browsing around content on YouTube that is not David Pakman Show content, and alongside it or down below it, YouTube will say, hey, here's some stuff that you might like, and some of those clips are from the David Pakman Show. We used to get, as I said, about 3.5 million views per month from that algorithmic series of suggestions. That number dropped to barely 1.5 million in June. So the shortfall just in that bucket of views, the suggested content from YouTube, is 2 million views per month. Okay? A drop of 2 million views per month. Listen, most YouTube channels don't get 2 million views a year, never mind per month. And for us, our shortfall in views just from the suggested video algorithm is about 2 million views per month. That's a huge amount of revenue for us. As I've said before, YouTube's terms and conditions don't allow partners to talk specifically about revenue, but it's a lot of money to lose 2 million views a month just from that. And what it appears is happening is that YouTube is recommending more establishment, legacy, corporate channels over the David Pakman Show. So whereas before, if you went and looked at a clip of whatever, Stephen Colbert, along the side, previously, it was more likely that a David Pakman Show video would be recommended. Now, it's more likely that you're going to get recommendations from CNN, from the other late night talk shows, from establishment, legacy, corporate sources. So this is a direct negative to independent media sources like ours. I also last week alluded to another piece of the problem, and this is a completely unrelated problem that's also absolutely destructive. And it makes me wonder, is YouTube trying to get me to quit? Are they trying to get me to just stop doing what we do? And the problem is what I would consider completely brand safe videos with nothing controversial, nothing problematic, nothing gory or violent or anything like that being demonetized individually. This is a double crush of the David Pakman Show YouTube channel, because on the one hand, YouTube is recommending our content less frequently, instead recommending corporate legacy content. And on the other hand, it's making it so that even when our subscribers come to our channel and watch our content, more and more of those videos aren't running ads, meaning that we end up earning no revenue from those videos even when people do watch them. And this has now exploded in the last 3 or 4 days with completely innocuous videos being completely demonetized, and it's happening very often to videos that do really, really well. This next example should stun you. Yesterday we did a story. The story was about Donald Trump's press conference over the weekend in Japan. The video was called "Visibly Sweaty Trump Confused by Busing and Liberalism." The video's 9 minutes long. It contains no profanity. It contains no descriptions of violence. It's not at all about anything gory. There's no gory images or vocabulary. There's no discussions of war or terrorism or anything like it. There's no mention of race or racism in the title, in the description, in the tags. It's 2 clips of Trump talking to reporters, Kristen Welker and I believe Peter Alexander, at a press conference in Japan. The video was instantly demonetized when we uploaded it to YouTube. Now, this doesn't mean when it published, it was demonetized because somebody complained about the video or whatever the case may be. Before it even published, just when we uploaded it, it was automatically demonetized by YouTube's algorithm. Here's a screenshot. The yellow dollar sign signifies that the video has been marked as not brand safe, meaning we make no money from it. And despite YouTube having told me a couple of weeks ago that they will be, when we believe that the algorithm has incorrectly identified a video as not eligible for monetization, they say you press the appeal button, and we're going to try to review those appeals within an hour or as close to it as possible. 16 hours later, as of this morning, the video still demonetized after 150,000 views in the first 16 hours. This is a really good video for us. 10,000 views an hour for 16 hours is very solid for us. And completely lost revenue on it that we will never regain. We spend time researching and gathering the clips. We prepare a commentary. We edit the video. We upload it. It gets a bunch of views and engagement and comments, and we lose all the revenue because of this demonetization. Now, let me be very clear. This is not about me thinking I have a right to monetize on YouTube. YouTube can have a policy. YouTube can monetize or demonetize whoever they want, assuming that they're not, for example, targeting people on the basis of their race or ethnicity or religion. As long as they're not saying any videos done by people of X race, we will not monetize. That, I believe, would be against the law. But I have no right to YouTube ad revenue. So I don't want the conservatives to misunderstand my argument. The problem is we're playing the game the way YouTube wants us to play it. We're uploading content that is not in violation of any of the terms and conditions for monetization. I'm not even arguing that this is a left versus right thing. There are left-wingers who are having this problem, and there are right-wingers who are having this problem. If I had been, for example, uploading videos where I am bullying a specific YouTuber or journalist for their race or their sexual orientation, okay, that I understand. If we were showing footage of bloody military conflicts, even though, by the way, I think it's actually good for us not to be disconnected from the bloody reality and the horrors of war, I understand that brands don't necessarily want to advertise on videos that contain violent war footage, for example. But it's none of that. And in the last month, YouTube has taken a decidedly anti-independent turn. I believe that that's what this is about. They are suggesting more and more corporate legacy videos over independently produced videos in news and politics. They are monetizing corporate legacy videos on the same topics over which we are being demonetized. And now that a ton of you have heard about this, many of you have fortunately said we're not going to allow this to happen. And I have to thank you for that. June ended up being our biggest month ever for new members, and we have to keep it going. And I've run some numbers. If we have 3 more months of new members like we had in June, we will be able to laugh away this demonetization issue, and we will be able to just do the content, and it won't matter what's monetized. So if you don't like what's going on here, and I know that there are people on both sides of the political aisle that don't like this, just pick up a membership, okay? This is really cheap. Every person that signs up is giving us immunity from this fiasco. Every dollar we receive through membership is a dollar we don't need or have to worry about from YouTube. We're not going to go away assuming they don't ban us, okay? Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon and tell YouTube you actually want to be notified when we post video content. Keep watching the clips. And please sign up for a membership if you can. It has not been going well on YouTube lately. But thanks to you, we are building a stronger foundation. So we will hopefully be less exposed to the whims of the YouTube monetization algorithm. And by the way, if you go to davidpakman.com/membership and the prices strike you as high for your budget, I totally understand that. Use the coupon code THISIS2020. It'll chop 40% off the cost of your membership. Let me know what you think about this. I'm on Instagram at david.pakman, the show on Instagram at davidpakmanshow. I will keep you apprised of developments in this area because I know that many of you do care about what's going on.